Welcome to MSD Learning World. Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see the another sorting technique as insertion sort. Now what is an insertion sort? We know the insertion sort is similar to a procedure how we played the cards. We will have a list of cards in our hand. We try to take a particular card and we try to insert it accordingly such a way that all the cards are arranged in ascending order. So how do we play a game? Let us see how the card game is done. Initially we will assume that all the cards are in not sorted order. So then we assume that the first card is a sorted one. Then we will take a second card out. So the card that is taken out is in non-sorted order, and if this card is greater than the card that we kept in our hand, then we will keep the greater card that is in our that we have taken out. We will insert that card on the right. If this card is smaller, then we will keep it at the left. This is what is the procedure. So we will assume that the card in the hand is sorted. The card that we have taken is greater than the card in the hand. We will keep it on the right. If this card that is taken being in our hand is smaller than the sorted card, then we will keep it on the left. This is how the card game is done. So the insertion sort resembles the card gaming technique. So here the insertion sort is done by using brute force approach. So now let us see how the insertion sort is done by using the brute force approach. Now let us see an example how the insertion sort is done by using some list of elements. So here comes the example. So here the array elements contains 4, 3, 2, 10, 12, 1, 5, 6. So now initially we are going to assume that all these elements are not in sorted. Assume that you have all these 8 cards in your hand. So now what you are going to do is, the red color is going to be assumed that it is in sorted way. The color that is specified green is the card that we are taking out. So initially 4 is taken and it is placed as a card which is sorted. Now I am going to take the card 3 out. So now where I am going to insert the card 3? Now I am going to check this card only with the element left to it. I am not going to worry about the elements which are on the right. This is how we play the card gaming. We always focus our visual only on the left hand side of the values of the cards. So 3 is taken out and it is checked with 4. So the card that I have taken out 3 is minimum than 4. So it is inserted before 4 and 4 is shifted to the place where the card 3 is placed already. So now 3 and 4 are sorted order. So now comes the second iteration. So now the card 2 is taken out and now it is checked with the 4. Now 2 is minimum than 4. So 4 value is swapped to the third position. Now again I will not insert 2 there. And now still the card 2 will be in my hand only until I am seeing that no more elements are greater than 2. Then I will keep on checking until I am ending the cards, all the cards on the left hand side. Now I will check with the 3. 3 is greater than 2. So again 3 will be inserted in the it will be swapped in the next position. Now I will have the card 2 in my hand and it is having no elements to check against 2. So now 2 is placed in the first position. So now 2, 3, 4 it is in sorted order. Now I take the fourth element, the third iteration starts. Now the fourth element is 10. 10 is taken out. 10 is checked with the 4. So it is minimum. So it means that again it is very clear that no elements will be that is less than the 10 value, because the last element which we keep will already be the highest elements of all the previous elements. So 10 will be placed in that same position. Now next card is the fifth card which is 12. So 12 the fourth iteration starts. So the card 12 is checked with the 10. 10 is already minimum and it is already minimum then 4, 3, 2. So 12 is placed in the same position. Now I am going to take the sixth element which is 1. and your fifth iteration starts, and this 1 is lesser than 12, so 12 is shifted. Again this 1 is checked with 10, 10 is also swapped in the next position. Now it is checked with 4, 1 is the card that is in our hand is less than the element present in the already having the card in the hand. So the element has to be placed on the left hand side. So this element is moved to the right hand side. Again 1 is checked with 3, 1 is small. Again 3 is shifted. Again 1 is checked with 2, 1 is small. The card in our hand 1 is small. So again 2 is shifted and this 1 is placed before 2. Now your sixth iteration starts. I am going to take the card 5. So 5 is lesser than 12, 12 is shifted. 5 is lesser than 10, 10 is shifted. 5 is greater than 4. This is the place where I am going to insert this card after 4. Meanwhile, while I am inserting, it is sure that I am not going to compare the card 5 with the 3, 2, 1. We know that already the cards present before your 4 is going to be minimum than 4. So 5 is the exact position which has to be kept after 4. Now all the cards on the left hand side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 is in sorted order. Now the left out card, which is the 7th iteration, is the 6th card. Now the value 6 is taken, it is less than 12, 12 is shifted. Then 6 is less than 10, so 10 is shifted. Now 6 is compared with 5, 6 is greater. So this is the exact position where I have to insert the number 6. So 6 is inserted to the right of 5. So now you see the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12. So all the elements are in sorted order. I think you are so clear how the insertion sort is done for any given list of elements. So now the algorithm for the insertion sort using brute force approach is that the array of element, the array X is going to be sorted by using the insertion sort, which is going to have n number of elements. So initially I am going to mark the first element of X as sorted. So now we are going to extract the element in the next element and we are going to check with the sorted element. If the element that is taken out, the current element J, is taken from the list of unsorted element, and if this element is greater than the element present in the sorted order, it is going to be kept at the right hand side. If not, the element present in the sorted order is going to be moved right hand side, and this element is going to continuously check from all the elements present on the left hand side, and this element is going to be inserted until it is seeing an element which is not greater than the element that is in our hand. So this is how the entire insertion sort is done, and this entire looping is going to happen until all the elements in the list is going to be sorted. And here comes how the algorithm is framed, which is similar to how we play the card gaming. So let us see the exact brute force algorithm for the insertion sort. So here we have an function definition or the algorithmic procedure for insertion sort, where A is the array which is going to have n number of elements. So initially the for loop is going to be started with j equal to 2 to a dot length. A dot length specifies the number of elements present in the array. Why are we starting the loop from j equal to 2? Because the element j equal to 1, the first element is going to be assumed as the element which is already in a sorted order. So now I am going to start the j loop from 2 to a dot length. So now second element I am going to assume the key equal to a of j. So a of j is a of 2. Now key is going to be the second element. Now what I am going to check is this key, the second element, is going to be higher or lesser than the element that is already present in the sorted order. The elements that are already in sorted order is 1 to j minus 1. So here I am going to assume the index I as j minus 1. So j minus 1 is 1. So initially I will be equal to 1, the first element. So while I is greater than j, this a of j, a of I equal to already 1. This a of I is greater than key. Key is nothing but already a of j. A of j is 2. So the first element is compared with the second element. So if a of I is greater, then it means that the key element is smaller. So the key has to be placed on the left hand side and a of I has to be swapped on the right hand side. So if a of I is greater, then a of I plus 1 will be equal to a of I, and I will be now decremented, I will be now equal to I minus 1. So this entire loop gets on will be iterated until the key is checked with all the elements, that is from 1 to j minus 1. Again the j will be incremented to 3. So the third element will be assumed as the key element, and now this j is 3. So a of I will be now the third element. So now this will be checked with the key, and if the elements present on the left hand side is greater, then again the swapping done. Then again the j loop is executed. So the outer j loop is going to be executed for n number of times until all the elements in the array is sorted. And this is what is the algorithm of insertion sort using brute force approach. So here comes the time complexity of the insertion sort algorithm. Let us see what are the time complexities for all the three types of analysis. Now coming to the worst case analysis of time complexity. The worst case analysis in the sense, you are going to assume that the elements that you give, you want to sort in ascending order, but all the input elements are completely in descending order. So that for each comparison the swapping has to be done, so that the element has to be shifted right hand side, and the element that you want to insert has to be kept at the last of the left sublist. So this is how the elements are arranged. So the worst case complexity, the outer loop also has to be executed for n number of times, the inner loop also has to be executed, the swapping has to be done, and the comparison has to be done for n number of times. So the n into n, the worst case time complexity of the insertion sort is order of n square. Now coming to the best case complexity. The best case complexity is that you want to sort the element in ascending order and the input elements are already in ascending order, so that the outer for loop alone will be executed for n number of times, whereas the inner for loop no comparisons will be done and no swapping will be done, and directly the element will be taken out and it will be kept in the same place itself, so that the inner I loop will be never get executed. The j loop alone will be executed for n number of times. So the best case complexity of this insertion sort is order of n. So now coming to the average case complexity, you want to sort the elements in ascending order, whereas the elements are jumbled in such a way that half of the element is in ascending order and half of the elements are placed somewhere. So some comparisons has to be done in the inner I loop. So outer j loop will be compulsorily done for n number of times, whereas the inner loop will be done only for half the number of times, but somehow even though it is done for half a number of times, it is not for exact half a number of times. If it is n number of times, it will be done for n minus 1 times. In the next iteration, it may be n minus 2 times. In the third iteration, it may be n times also. So collectively, we put together, the inner loop is also going to be executed for n number of times. So n into n, the average complexity of the selection insertion sort is also order of n square. So the worst case complexity and the average case complexity of the insertion sort is order of n square, and the best case complexity of the insertion sort is order of n. So in this video we have seen the process of insertion sort and an example we have seen, and how the algorithm is designed, and the worst case time complexity and the average case complexity is going to be order of n square, and the best case complexity of insertion sort is order of n. Do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Bye.